Oh my God, we're back.
You're a mess.
Oh my gosh, the Shai Talk is finally back. I'm finally going to explain why I went MIA to the ones who don't know me.
Yeah.
But you know, it's your girl Shai. You know, the baddest. You know, the Dawn. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, I could not come back with someone that I truly is dear to my heart. And I know if you're looking at the screen, they're like, "Who is that?" She looked just like Shai. But this is my baby cousin, Aniya.
Hey,
not so baby.
I know. We not.
You know, my Gemini spirit.
Yes.
You know, I wanted to bring in this episode with you because, of course, you know, we're comfortable as can be, locked to the hip, one to the tune.
We're family.
And yeah. So before we get into the nitty gritty about my absence, you know, Aniya, about to be 20.
Yes.
How does it feel that you have about 3 more months left until your 20s? Because your 20s, that's a whole different genre. That's a whole different vibe. I remember when I first turned 20 and it didn't really feel any different.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's different. Like, you know, sometimes you can feel like you're not doing enough for, you know, your age. So, like, dang, I'll be 19. Like, I'm 19 now, and I see other people doing stuff, and I'm like, dang, maybe I could be doing a little more. But then I have to remember and get back to, like, you're only 19. You're
what's so
only
crazy?
20, you know? Like,
yeah, your 20s is, which I've learned. I mean, I'm now in my mid-20s, and I've learned that, okay, your 20s is really where you're supposed to put in the work.
Yeah.
Really, your 30s is where you're supposed to flourish. You know what I'm saying? So the things that I would just try to make sure you don't have no regrets and just tack on everything that you want while you're young.
Right.
And try not to do stupid stuff, but at the same time, you have to do stupid stuff to learn.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to learn from my mistakes.
We've had already. Yeah. So that's cool. And then also what we have in common, you are a private school kid.
Yes.
You went K through 8.
From K through 12, actually.
Oh, yeah. K through 8 at St. Therese, like me.
Yeah, St. Therese.
And then you went 9 through 12 at Eastside. Eastside Catholic.
Eastside Catholic.
The Crusaders.
Let's get into it.
So, how was private school for you? Because I'll tell you mine, but I want you to go first.
Okay. So, honestly, like I have to hear like other people's experience to like compare, like, dang, we really didn't have it like that in private school. Like, honestly, like you would think, okay, St. Therese, when we went to St. Therese together, you was in what, like 2 years older than me, 3 years older than me?
If you're about to be 20, I just turned 24, so I think I was in 4th grade when you was in kindergarten.
They was so like lenient back then. You wouldn't even thought that it was like a private school. Like,
no, listen, let me tell you something. If you went to St. Therese between 2000, basically the 90s to like 2000,
I would say 6,
8
at the least, because they was cutting this stuff off.
St. Therese was black. St. Therese was black as
that
hell.
Was not.
Listen,
2023 St. Therese.
Like, niggas was getting caught smoking weed in the bathroom. We was doing a lot of stuff.
Look, that was when we had to change the bathroom with the sweats.
And this is how you know you're a real one for St. Therese. If you used to wear sweats on Wednesdays, you ain't about that vibe.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's different. Definitely hearing like other people's experiences, and you know, there's a lot of expectations coming from private school. You know, so it's a lot of pressure, low key. Like being at Eastside, you see all these people like getting into these high class universities. It's like, well, like
it was so crazy. I'm not speaking for all private schools. I'm just speaking from my experience. Sometimes you get like not even like people think when you go to private school you get like a better education.
That is,
it really don't be happening like that sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I'm not gonna specifically just say Eastside because they don't, but I know a lot of private schools cater to the ones they want to cater to. And then it's the other people who don't get that education who are stuck feeling like, dang, like,
right.
I'm still here, you know?
They're just throwing out scholarships because they're trying to win the championship.
Right.
Let's be real.
Let's keep it.
Come on. Because they offered me a scholarship to Eastside for basketball, but then Cleveland came. And I said,
oh, I think you did tell me.
Yeah, I was like, let me go to Cleveland.
Yeah, no.
I can't see myself at Eastside.
Shai would have been dipped out in a month.
First of all, I probably would have been kicked out for telling.
Mind you, let's talk about it. I was one out of 2 black girls in my class, 2021.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
No, see, no.
So it's that definitely is a big difference too. Is the
now if you had the choice though, like if it wasn't your parents' choice, would you do private school again? Like if you went? No. I feel you. I feel you. I know that
It's
our
not
parents.
I mean, sometimes you think it's worth it, but it's not for everybody. Like, it's not for everybody, for real.
And I think our parents just wanted us to have a better life than them.
Right.
And
that's understandable. I
think when Miss Gray was there and all them teachers like Miss Noel, Mr. Hill, Mr. McMillan, like Miss Youngers, they was really like really there for the kids. Right, I think everybody else is like, I'm just trying to get a paycheck and whatever. Right. So I mean, I wouldn't do private school. I honestly would do public school, especially like. But I know my mama wanted me to have a better education. Just like I think there's a lot of
opportunities coming from public schools too. Like
that part,
there's a lot like that. A lot of people don't really think about. Like there's private schooling, like basketball and stuff like that. But
I know.
Let's talk about it.
But I think also too, our parents just wanted us to like shield us from things. Yeah. There was some badass public schools, okay? Correct. And even when I left St. Teresa's 8th grade, like, I was literally stuck between 3 schools. It was either Tops, Aki, or Washington.
Right, I forgot you. Yeah.
And this is when, like, some kids from Washington came to St. Teresa, and they were over here trying to scare me, like, yeah, Shai, if you go to Washington, this gonna happen. If you go to Aki, this gonna happen. I said, yeah, let me go to Tops. But okay, I just wanted to ask that.
Yeah, let's put this out there first. I'm very thankful for my parents because they put us through. That was a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and my parents have 3 children. I have an older brother and a younger sister. They put all 3 of us in private school.
Yeah.
K through 12. So we appreciate that.
Shout out to my mom. She was a single mom putting up that tuition. You know what I'm saying? And I think also too, we really didn't have to worry about I think with private schools, at least the ones that are uniform wise, you didn't really have to worry about other kids talking about you because
that's true.
Maybe on the shoe game,
maybe
as a whole attire, you really didn't have to do all that. Because you hear about stories like, oh, you don't have this, like even that was where I work at now.
Before they changed it, because Shai came to school with pink strip in her hair, like
be for real,
like the little pink glittery strip, like the high top socks, colorful.
I was the reason why they banned different color leggings.
And then we had to start wearing black and white.
Yeah,
black and white shoes.
Timbs.
Like, who are we? Like, what is this?
Like, bro, stop playing with me, bro.
Yeah. So that was interesting. That was the end of the era. So
that.
But it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to get into the nitty gritty because I know everybody's like, okay, forget all this extra.
I'm ready.
So, the episode that dropped before this is going to be episode 106 with James. So I hope you guys watched that. So we're now in the current times. It's February now. Happy New Year to everybody. But yeah, the reason for my absence, if you do follow me on Instagram or any social media, but if you don't, actually a few days after I filmed that episode with James, my mother passed. So that was a lot. And I want to dedicate this episode to her because I kind of just want to clear the air on a lot of things because if you know Candace Marie Walker, she is a legend in this town, not only for hair but just who she is. Yeah. And I just want to just touch on what grief looks like, what trauma looks like, what healing looks like, because I know I'm different from a lot of people. Yeah. But just sharing my story can actually help somebody. And that's also the reason why I picked tonight, because I didn't want to put anyone else that don't really know me in an uncomfortable position. Yeah. To talk
we're going
about
through it together.
Yeah.
We're all going through it together. So
I will say we're almost 5 months in, and it still feels like it happened yesterday. Yeah. It was a sudden one. It wasn't something that I was ready for, but at the same time, I was kind of prepared. So because let me just clear that, because people just kind of think like she was, down bad the whole year. Mom, she was re-diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, and that's metastatic breast cancer is different from breast cancer. Metastatic breast cancer basically travels through your body, not just your breast. And so it attacked her liver in January of last year. And so we went through radiations. She even had radiation on her face because it traveled to her face, and she had to cut her hair, and she was just so proud and bold about it that, you really didn't think she was sick. And, I think once it got to the point where she couldn't work, I think that's what, kind of, went to left. And we did fundraisers, and she was just such a bright spirit. And I think, stress, honestly, I think made the situation worse. But like, how could you not be stressed in a situation where you can't work? You got to lean on that, lean on your family. You got to lean on people who don't even want to help.
Right,
you know?
right.
I, respectfully, I took care of my mom. Clear as day. Like, I did. No one else did. Shout out to the people who took her to her appointments sometimes and stuff like that and helped me out with my job. But 90% it was me. She was living at my house the last 3 months. And, I think her best moment was honestly at Mimi's wedding. That was like her last time that she actually had fun and was just bright. And, towards the end of August, I had to rush her to the hospital like 3 times because she just passed out. She's had like 6 blood transfusions, and she was still like, I'm fighting. And in the back of my mind, I was just like, I don't know what she's fighting for. Like, I need her to not give up, but like, this is a lot. So September 4th, that's when I filmed with James. And Layla can attend to this because she was out there. When we was waiting, to come in, I was just already stressed out. Mom was in the hospital. And we was just trying to figure out why she was having so much pain in her stomach. And at the time, we didn't know that her liver burst. So, I'm just stressed out. And, normally people want to avoid what could be, but I was really straight head on. This is the day before Labor Day, and I remember asking Layla, I was like, what did you do? Because Layla, her mom passed away a year before my mom, and I just was like, what how do I prepare for this? And she gave me the best advice that she could, but you can't prepare for nobody for no death, so you could see how tired I was in the episode. When you see it.
So it was clear as day.
And, I went to the hospital right after that. And, the next day I was getting my hair done by William, and my mom FaceTimed me, and the doctors was in there, and it was just like, we're going to try this next, procedure, but it's a 50% chance. So I'm literally trying to prepare myself that, this could happen. But I'm trying to stay faithful, but at the same time, you don't like seeing your loved one in so much pain that you're willing to let her go.
Especially your number one.
So, and mind you, like, she's knocked up in morphine. She can't even pronounce her words. She's tired, and that Monday was the last time I actually talked to her. And that was the day that we actually argued. And I really want to put that out there. Whether how old, young, whatever, I think that everyone should honestly write down their wishes. Write down their wills. Because I remember, your mom was in the room. And we was talking about, Mom, if this could happen, what do you want at your funeral? And I remember her and TT, don't talk about that. Don't. I'm like, if this happens, I want to respect my mom's wishes. And, we was arguing over the will. She didn't want to do the will. She didn't want to sign it. And I'm just like, we got to do it. And that was the last time I spoke to her, like, verbally. And she had the procedure that Tuesday. And I remember my grandparents went to go see her. Auntie Gina was up there. And we weren't going to, it was a 48-hour chance. So I'm at the house posted. I don't want to see her. I literally, legitimately can't see her. I'm not, no. Because that's not who she is. This woman can't even use the bathroom, stand up on her own. She can't even talk. She can't even open up her eyes. Her eyes are yellow. That means her liver's not working. It's all wraps. In my mind, I'm like, it's all wraps. I'm just waiting for it to happen. And, shout out to the real ones that pulled up. Like, Layla pulled up. Me and her had a great conversation. DeAndre pulled up. Anna pulled up. Tavion pulled up. James pulled up. Everybody pulled up. And we was just like, just sitting there with me, because you don't know. And that Thursday, mind you, out of all those days, I didn't sleep. And we was on strike for work, so thankfully I didn't have to go into work.
That was when that was happening.
And going into that Thursday, I was able to sleep, right? So 3 a.m., your mom calls me. And she was just like, I know when your mom is super calm, I know something's wrong.
It's kind of scary.
So she's like, Shai, I need you to get up. We got to, go to the hospital. I'm like, what's wrong? At that moment, I thought she gone. She was like, no. Her oxygen went down to 40. So just to speed up, get in there. Mom is just moaning and she's legit saying, help me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is crazy. And the doctor came in and was just like, Shai, like, it's all wraps. Like, I want to make sure your mom is comfortable.
Right.
And I think when you're in that position, whether it's your husband, mother, child, like, to be in a position where you have to literally choose life or death, that's an out of body experience that I had to give the green light to the doctor to basically pull the plug. And I don't wish that on nobody. And I love dark humor. If everyone knows me, I love dark humor.
She's crazy, y'all. She's a savage.
And Mom had it on CNN. And I saw that Queen Elizabeth was going into the hospital.
We were all sitting there.
I'm like, this lady's 91. She going today. And then I know how petty my mom is. She going today. Because the doctor was like, I'm going to give her till Sunday.
Yeah.
I said, no.
Yeah.
She going today. And, people don't realize, and I think they probably still do it, it's still COVID rules.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one visitor that day. And I remember I begged her. I was like, I need my cousins to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they really wasn't budging. I was like, I need my cousins to come because I know that she wouldn't like that, and I wouldn't live with myself if my cousins did not see her.
Mm.
Because, I was the only child, but she treated her nieces and nephew like they're her own.
Yeah.
And they was like, okay. And that's when your mom called, and Pastor Witherspoon and Sister Laura came, and that was like the last words Mom said. She gave her life to God.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys came. And that was just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That was just heartbreaking. Devon's mom came. It was her. TTNA, Auntie Keisha came.
Yeah.
Some other people came that I probably didn't want, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I remember I told Anna, I was like, pick me up. Backtrack, which I think people was like, Shai is like, I was so calm. You can even.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. Like, even walking into the hospital, and I was like, where's Shai? Because she wasn't even in the room. Like, you were nowhere to be found. She's just over here, just walking around, just like.
Yeah, I was literally.
Just walking. I'm like, oh.
Because me and my mom had a conversation that this was happening. She told me certain things. She told me who not to get my hair done by. She told me who she don't want at her funeral. She told me some secrets, and she also told me, she was like, these are the certain clients that I want you to call because I do not want them to find out from social media.
Mm-hmm.
So from 3 a.m. to when I left around 1, I called about 15 clients, and 5 of them were the Seahawks.
Yeah. Them was her
talking
kid
to Tedrick, Jay Reed, JD, LJ, Frank, DT, everybody. And mind you, 3 of them lost their mom from breast cancer, so it was a trigger, and it was just like unbearable. And then I called the twins. I called Zaria, and I didn't even know that Auntie Sherry didn't tell her yet. So in this moment, I'm telling people, like, she's not gone yet, but she's transitioned. I just know it's gonna be today. Like, it's just not, So Anna picked me up. I went to Uncle Ennis and told him, and I went home. And what people don't know, people think people were with me when I found out. I wasn't. I was alone. So actually, Anna dropped me off because she was gonna give me food. And which is weird. Dawn, everyone knows Donsky. Dawn hopped on the couch, and she knows she's not supposed to be on the couch.
Yeah, facts.
And she put her head on my shoulder. 3:25, the phone rings. Your mom calls, and she's like, Shai, she's gone. I don't remember how I reacted. All I know is when Auntie Dion 10 minutes later got to my house, plates were thrown, walls was destroyed.
Yeah.
And people, it was just deja vu. Like, people was just coming in and out the house.
Yeah.
Auntie Dion pulled up, Rochelle, Bria, Tavion, Anna, you. It was just like, what in the tire?
Yeah.
Like,
it was just a weird it was just a weird feeling. Like,
it was just a beautiful day too.
And it was. It
really
was a
warm, beautiful day.
It was the sun was out. Like, I found out at work. I remember telling you that. I found out work, and I opened my phone and I saw Shai's post, because I know that she didn't want anybody else to announce it before her.
Facts.
Which is very, like, understandable. So opening that and just seeing that, I'm like, dang, that's great. Like, I'm sitting at work in tears.
Yeah.
And I walked out, and it was crazy because like 2 years ago my granny passed, and she used to call me Ladybug. And I literally go to my car, I see a ladybug on my door, like right after I found out about Auntie Candace. I'm like,
see. And speaking of creatures and insects and stuff, you know, everyone was calling me crazy about the bunnies.
This stuff is real.
But like I said, bunnies mean new beginnings, a change, shift in life. That bunny was my mom. Like she shows in different ways, and it's at the most convenient and most random times. And my mom talks about it all the time. Like, we got wind chimes, and just randomly when she's thinking about Auntie Candace, she's told me that they start going. They're not going. Then she starts thinking about Auntie Candace, and then just I'm like, it's a unreal.
She's here.
She's
here.
Mom was those. If you didn't know her personally, she was just those type of people that embraced you with open arms and just like. You just thought she was invincible. You just thought, like, she can never die. Like, people, still this day, there's people that's like, no death has hit me like your mom. Because it's
just, like,
I
really
still can't
weird.
comprehend it. And I've been going, and what's the thing, so where I think a lot of people didn't even take the initiative. Literally that next day, I said, I'm booking my first therapy Monday. And I've been going to therapy every Monday because I know I'm going to drive myself nuts, and that's not what my mom wants for me. And even though this is so hurtful, I gotta live for her. I gotta do what she wanted me to do, and not, because I think that's just a pain in my heart that's never going to go away, but I just have to learn how to bear with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's no way that you are ever going to move on it. And that, I hate that phrase. We gonna talk about that. I don't like when people talk about the whole moving on, because we're never going to move on from losing my aunt, losing your mom. You're never gonna move on, but you're gonna move forward. Facts. You can move forward. Facts. As in taking the steps as in therapy. Like, I started therapy, you encouraged me to do that, and I did, and I've seen tremendous progress.
Yeah.
So
shout out to the therapist, man.
Look,
love
shout
you.
out to the black women, black therapists. We love it. So.
Yeah, it was a lie. And I remember Auntie Dion was trying to, like, come to the hospital. I'm like, I'm not about to see my mom's dead, but I'm not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that was just
and
really
that was also
weird.
A reason why I left. I said, I don't want that to be my last screenshot of her. Like, I don't want that.
And I kind of, like, I'm not going to say that I regret it, but it's like, it's sad that I had to, you know, even my little sister and my older brother, we had to see that as our last moments, because that is not our Auntie Candace.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is not her.
It was,
And I had like a moment with, everybody had left the room, and I had like a moment with just her. And this song was playing. It was a gospel song, You're Bigger, by Jacqueline Carr. And in the song, it says, you're bigger than HIV, bigger than cancer.
Yeah.
Right there, I was like, I broke.
Yeah.
I really broke, because I'm like, he is.
Yeah.
She's not hurting anymore.
Yeah.
She's not hurting anymore. It stung though. It stings still.
Yeah, because I think where I'm so happy that she is not hurting, and I know she's in heaven. I don't care what anybody say. As much as that lady cursed like a sailor.
Look, she loved her. She loved God.
You know, I didn't want that for her. I didn't want her to go out like that. That's, you know, she couldn't go to her 30th class reunion, and everybody
was asking, where's
I know she didn't celebrate her birthday like she wanted to. She didn't make it to 50 like she wanted to, and you know, like, it was just a lot. And like those days leading on of, here's my thing, where I think people won't understand my position. Days leading on, people have to understand, you know, my mom's divorce finalized a month before.
Yeah.
I'm her only child. I'm her next of kin. So that means Aunt Nakia can't do nothing. Aunt Curtis can't do nothing. Nana Popa can't do nothing. I'm the next. I got to handle everything. I'm handling serving her car back to the bank, shutting down the shop, shutting down the house, calling Social Security, making funeral arrangements, talking to the pastor, picking out the songs, picking out the arrangements, picking out the flowers, picking out she wanted to be cremated, picking out the urn, picking out this, picking out that. I can't rest.
Right.
Like, I can't grieve. People in and out my house. People driving by my house, pulling up at my house, honking at my house, doing all types of stuff. I can't even sleep.
Let's talk about it for real, because that was out of pocket.
People know where I live now. People, you know, this and that, blowing on my phone. People getting offended. I might answer the phone. My phone's blowing up. I never had 1,000 likes on our Instagram until I posted that. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, I'm going to move on. But, you know, even before I even posted, how did my biological find out my number and find out that my mom passed?
Yeah.
Who's running her mouth?
Because
everyone knows how I feel about him. And I feel like that was just a disrespectful time. And do you think this is the time for you to help me?
And it was just a random, like, gesture. Like, we didn't need that right now.
No. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's, you know, I'm trying to make sure my grandma's good.
Right.
My grandparents was there when she passed. I can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the GoFundMe, people clock watching my pockets. People think I got 30K. I don't really have 30K. Remember the taxes. Be for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we on? You know, or people was real fast. Oh yeah, so you gonna sell her oil? What the? Are you fucking kidding? Excuse me, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, can I get a full 24?
I just lost my mother 20 hours ago, and you worried about some damn oil?
Right.
That you think I'm gonna give that up? You playing a game. Like, are you kidding? You know what I'm saying? Or it's like mom was an organ donor. They got me asking. It's 3 hours in that she's passed, and they asking me questions. Like, people don't understand. Like, I pray when people go through something like this, they have family or siblings or what, because it's hard. Like, it was so much, and then, you know, got people in the past popping up. Respectfully, I appreciate it, but respectfully understand why I'm distant. Because I'm in a vulnerable space right now. Don't think you're going to get me when I'm vulnerable. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't know what's sincere or what's not. Because at the same time, the people want to pop up was over here doubting my mom's downfall. Be for real. Because my mom didn't get her flowers like she should have. You know what I'm saying? She probably got it. Rain of Styles, love you, because they've always showed her love.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Three-time champ, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but people was hating on mom.
Yeah, facts.
And all she's done was show love. You know what I'm saying?
And she still do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it for real.
Okay.
Anyways.
You know what I'm saying? I love how people rocking the wristbands.
Yes, we see y'all. Did you see
the pink? You already know the vibe. Like, it's amazing that her death has brought people together, but it's also kind of messed up how it even brought people apart and showed true colors.
Like, why?
You know, and you know her funeral was beautiful. It was everything that she wanted. I really honestly, after I watched the tape back, now I remember some things, but you know, it was just a outer body experience. And then people's like, Shai, how did you do your speech? I don't know. Yeah, because look, you don't really like know how it feels to be like in that position until it's you in that front pew. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, and like, mind you, I wrote that speech. That's a real feeling. I wrote that speech the night before. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to make sure that mom went out the way that she wanted. Yeah. The dove part wasn't my idea. That was Auntie Gina's idea. I would never hold a bird again. That was literally a pigeon with red eyes. I don't know how you did it. I don't do birds. I don't do birds. Let alone pigeons. Like, that's bottom of the barrel type bird. And it was scratching me up. That's bottom. Yeah, that's bottom of the barrel type bird. I appreciate the real ones who helped with the repast, set it up, the cupcakes, the cake, the food, everything. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see mom's old friends, everybody from the High Point, everyone fofo. You know what I'm saying? Like Garfield. You know what I'm saying? 9-2. It was just beautiful. And you know, shout out to the twins, Jade. Like, when they flew back into town, they was at my house making sure I was good. People who brought me food, flowers, and all types of stuff. Crazy. Your support system went crazy. Yeah, and you know, also at the same time, I don't appreciate the exes trying to come back. Don't do that, because I may be vulnerable, but I ain't stupid. Come on, like, don't play. We don't know what's real or fake. Like, these little check-ins. Oh yeah, I love Mama Candace, but you never even met her. So why you calling her Mama Candace? Yeah. Especially the two I'm talking about. You never even met her. Okay? We're not name dropping. Just, but, you know, and, you know, it's really funny how people wanted to, you got the spectators too. That's one thing about that too. You got spectators.
We got nosy people.
It was a lot of people at the funeral. A lot of people at the funeral, but there was a lot of people that just wanted to be nosy.
Yes, and I understand we put it out there. Obviously, you're gonna know she's known, but it's a difference between knowing something and being hella nosy. Yeah. And that's what y'all was doing. Let's get into it.
You got people who's not even wearing bright colors but trying to check me because I changed my outfit at the repast. I'm her daughter. I can do whatever I please. If I wanted to walk in with blue, I could have walked in with blue.
Right. Like what's the problem?
Or you this is how I know you want to spectate them. Why after all the celebrations you post on Facebook of the cake and the picture of her in her urn?
That even necessary?
That's not Facebook worthy. This ain't a concert.
Yeah, that it's kind of like yes, it was a celebration. We get that. This is not a birthday party.
Literally.
This is not a birthday party. That really was weird.
It was the grace of God that we didn't kick out people, but there was some people that my mom did not want there. But it is what it is at this point because it was a beautiful day.
And she was cussing us out.
Yeah, I know she was.
Get them
I know.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my best impression of my mom. Hold on, let me get into it.
Okay, lock in.
Man, y'all niggas is corny, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Like, who these motherfuckers here?
My stuff's supposed to be filthy. Filthy. I'm from Garfield 992. That's how you That's her. You niggas are busters.
Yeah, busters.
Really.
For real.
Uncle Rob,
anyway.
Uncle Rob, Auntie Gina. Hey, Robski. Hey, pour me up one. Give me that lemon drop.
Hey, can you get it?
Yeah, like, what? Like, it's just, I miss that lady. I miss her.
I got a question.
Huh?
Do you ever, catch yourself talking, is in present tense type of thing? Like, she's so,
well, first of all, the urn is still at your mom's house.
I really
won't allow that in my house.
And I walk down the stairs every day, and I'm like,
listen. I told mom. I swear to God, I put this on the thing. I told mom. I said, because she said I want to urn. I said, well, who you staying with? Because you ain't coming to my house. And she thought I was playing. You think I'm playing now? Because no, I don't.
Look,
that's scary to me. And then my grandma wants to earn too, and she go, I don't know where y'all going.
Look, I mean,
but I'm now starting, because that was like a therapeutic suggestion. Is I've started to talk to her, but at the beginning, I went through so much in denial, just no, I'm not talking to what am I talking to? I'm not. This is not real. It doesn't feel right. It still don't feel right.
Yeah,
I sometimes think she's
really,
gonna pop
really
up and
weird.
be like, psych.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like or I just see things like her car or something. It's like she's watching me. Mm-hmm. Or, I'm doing things and I'm just like, no, she wouldn't like that. Or what would my mom want to do? You know what I'm saying? Or how spoiled Dawn is because of her.
Look.
And that's another thing.
Feel that.
Literally 4 days after, was that day 3 or 4?
No, that was literally the day after, had to be.
Dawn out of nowhere was throwing up.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
And I was like.
Oh, actually, that was that Saturday. That was.
I was like. She didn't eat anything.
Bro, it was crazy.
And mom does this little foot rub thing with her. Because she kept doing that. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, because I had my feet up like this. And she kept going just rubbing on my feet. I'm like, why is she doing this, Shai? And she's like, that was mom's seat. Yeah. You're sitting in the mom's seat.
Dawn is so clingy as ever, but dogs feel it. Mm-hmm. She was sick for a minute. And I was just like, but I mean, with the stages of grief was in denial, anger, depression. I feel like I went through every phase. I mean, recently I was just angry. I was just like, fuck everybody. Everybody get on my nerves.
Facts. Look, because after that happened, it felt like just stuff kept happening.
Yeah, because every 4 or 5 days after your grandfather passed.
Yes, my grandfather passed September 14th. My other grandfather passed a month later, November 14th. It was a whole lot of stuff that happened. And then December, my friend passed. It was just a lot of triggers.
Yeah, that's one thing too, that people other things can trigger you. And I just think I can't really give advice. I was telling one friend, because shout out to B Hayes. Mm-hmm. I'm sending my condolences to him because he just lost his mom, and it's an indescribable feeling. And there's just nothing you can really say. There's not really the only thing I say is surround yourself with people who's positive, and just make sure you put yourself first. And I've been so selfish lately, and I actually love it because it just shows people's character. Yeah. You just want to Because people, like, it was getting to a point where it was just so overwhelming. I wasn't texting people back. People was frustrated. I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. People was frustrated on that. You know, it was only selective people I wanted to be around for my birthday. People was selective on that. It's just like, or people trying to tell me how to grieve. Like, oh, don't think too much. How you going to tell me not to think too much when I just lost my mom?
Like, I'm not going to be in my head. Okay.
Like, until you went through it, you cannot tell somebody how to feel or how to grieve, or this is what grief looks like.
It is. Yeah.
Just do the necessary steps that make you happy.
Yes.
Do the necessary steps that tax your mental health, and just have fun. And I know people say that when things happen, oh my God, I look at life different, but I really look at life different. It's like actually
scary now. It's actually crazy.
I take everything cold heart now. I take my presence very cold heart now. It's just, but I feel like maybe God made my mom a sacrifice for me to live, because I just felt like I've been dealing with my mom having cancer on and off since 2007. I was only 9.
Yeah.
I've been having to take care of or growing up fast my whole life.
Yeah.
Now I'm in a position where I have no parents, and I'm literally taking care of myself. And I'm actually living for myself. My grandma's taken care of. My grandpa's taken care of. I'm literally living for myself. And maybe that's just what my mom wanted. It's not a situation that I would have wished for.
Yeah.
But even 4 months in, I could be happy. I could be sad one day. I could be upset one day.
Grief looks
I live through your emotions
day.
Because if you try to dumb down your emotions, you're gonna make the situation worse.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do that, and I was like, no, just cry. You could be crying on a song. You could be crying at work. You could be crying while you're driving. You could be crying just looking at I was crying off a Law and Order episode with a mother and daughter. Like, it's a lot. And I just want to show people, like, regardless who you lost, and you can make it through. And I think it just hits different because people can birth somebody. But it takes a lot to be a parent, because I was close with my mom. Now, I don't know how it feels if you're not close to your parent and they pass. That's a different situation. Yeah. But when you're locked to the hip,
that's a best friend.
Look, if you saw me, you saw her. You saw her, you saw me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, yeah, it was.
It hurts. But grief looks different every day. Every day, because I could wake up perfect, and then next day I'm barely wanting to get out of bed because I have to do my hair, and I don't want to.
I know, and that's another thing. Oh my God, people! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I have never been so down bad. Let me tell you something. Look at this press.
Yes, let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're so proud of her.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. That was the first thing I said. Who's doing my? That's why I said in my speech. Who's doing our hair? Who's doing all of our hair? Because she touched everybody. I said it's probably gonna be braids and wigs for the rest of my life. Like, I don't know. Or just like, even when I was talking to the cremation people, I was like, I wanted to get a necklace, but I was like, is it giving bust down? Because if it's not, I don't want it.
That's really her words. That's exactly what she said.
I was so giving bust down?
I said, oh my God,
even picking out the flowers, I was like, no, that's not cute. I don't like it. No, like, it was just a lot. But and also another thing too, I feel like people have to understand, like, that how are you doing, or what can I do for you? It gets old. Sometimes it's quality time, or just to be like, hey, let's kick it. It's just the best way to approach somebody. And
I know sometimes people don't know, and that is totally understandable. I've had to talk to some of my friends, like, I know y'all don't know, but this is triggering. This is triggering. This is what I would want, or something like that. You have to teach them how to, kind of handle you when it comes to your grief and stuff. But I mean, it's sad that you have to do that, because they don't know what you're going through, and they probably never experienced it. It's a mental battle every day. You got to teach people how to ask questions and how to be,
teach people. I won't disclose this person's name because we're very close. But the person was at my house, and I was walking them to their car, and the person said, Shai, this is the time. As much as you and your mom loved on people, you got to let people love on you right now. Because if you don't, it's just not going to work for you.
Yeah.
And I took that and was like, okay, I'm going to let people love on me. So I've been selfish. Like, Shai, what do you need? DoorDash.
Yeah.
Shai, what you need? Massage. Shai, what you need? No appointment. Yes. Food? Yeah. Clean my carpet? Yeah. Like, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, like, I just want to show love. That was the thing that, if you was at that funeral, the amount of people that was in there overall was it was love. And that was just mom's love. And that's all I want to do, because I want to go out like that. Mm-hmm. Like, just showing love to people is your blessings are going to come right back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, because I posted her on my story when the day she passed, and I said, you was lucky if you experienced her presence.
Literally. Was real lucky. You know who Candace Marie is. You know who Shai's mom. You just know. You
were lucky to walk in that shop. Hey, like, you were lucky.
In front of that big ass mirror. You know what I'm saying?
What? So to Miss sit Twist in that chair,
yeah,
you was real lucky. So yeah, I hope y'all know. Hope y'all know.
Yeah. So it was just a crazy experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, lastly, like, you know, it really doesn't, and the ones who just want to be around and ain't really like genuine about it, it don't really count when you see me make a tweet and be like,
or like a repost or something like that. Like, let me go ahead and text her.
I'm thinking of you. No, you thought of me because you saw my tweet, or you thought of me because you saw me post my mama. Right. I needed to be genuine. I needed to be consistent.
Right.
Because my phone's dry now.
Yeah.
Very dry.
Yeah. The check-in.
Yeah, or family members, you know.
The call.
Oh, I was here. No, you weren't. Last text you sent my mom was 2021.
Let's talk about it.
Or family members talking about, oh, I deserve her chair. I deserve her money.
See, that's some foolishness to ever come out your mouth. Like, why would you ever feel like that?
Money's the root of all
evil. Do you know
evil.
who Candace Walker is?
Be for real.
She would have cussed you out. 0.5 seconds.
For real.
If you wouldn't have even fixed your lips to say that in front of her.
Literally.
So yeah.
So
get right.
That's what I was gonna give. I just been really chilling and just doing me, and you know, I said also my New Year's resolution, I'm not hitting no one first. Unless I really care. I ain't hitting no one first. And it showed.
Yeah.
Ooh, I ain't heard from what's the name in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't. Okay. I'm booking trips. You dig? I'm going to Jamaica. Spring break. I'm going to Chicago in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Patty.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to Aspen for my birthday. You invited.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You want to come?
Bro.
Yeah, Jake is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, we getting lit. 2023. I'm going up. I'm showing ass. Listen, find me a husband.
Yeah.
Let me heal first.
We got plans and goals that we're definitely sticking to. And look, I turned 20. Yeah, we got goals.
Yeah, her turning 20 makes me feel old because I remember when she was born.
Facts, so. But I mean, I'm not to get back into that conversation, but like it's scary. Like it's low-key scary. Like my teenage years are really over.
Yeah, it's over. It's a wrap.
Over.
Welcome to death row. Welcome to death row. And that's another thing too. Like me growing, I'm like, my mom was pregnant with me at this age.
Yeah.
First of all, I can't imagine myself being pregnant right now, let alone having a child.
You be lit. You be so lit. Yeah, I know y'all be watching her vlogs on Madrona. Them kids.
They're gonna give me gray hairs by 26 for sure, because I just don't understand sometimes.
And she loves them, so don't let her play.
Maybe. Yeah, but I just be like, and that's also another thing too. Like when you lose a parent, like it's just like shit. Like who do you go to for advice?
Yeah.
Like, is this the right move? I be thinking that sometimes. Like, oh my god.
I be thinking about
normally
that.
Normally I'll call my mom. Mom, what should I do?
Yeah.
What should I do? Now I can't do that. I mean, I got aunties and stuff, but it don't hit different.
Oh, she got a buttload of aunties, but it's like,
look, and shout out to the aunties.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the ones I feel like my mom should have made godparents, because the ones who are godparents really ain't doing their job right now. But yeah, but
okay, we got a couple questions though for you. Are you ready?
Okay, tap in.
Let's get into it. First, if you could say anything, without worrying about other people's reactions, regarding.
I think I've already said it, but okay.
Oh, so you said your piece. You said it.
Oh no, let me listen first. Let me stop.
No, like I'm just like like if there's anything that you would wanted to say like during that time without having a reaction from other people, what would you have said? What if Shai would have like? What if you had said? And keep yourself for real.
Respectfully.
Nah, you're cap. I just said keep it for real. Right. She over here talking about respectfully.
To the people who weren't genuine, to the people who were being spectators, you gonna have your day. To the ones who want to say that they have beef with my mom, if you know Candace Marie, you did not have beef. To the ones who my mom helped in the hair industry and have not paid their respects, you'll have to answer that. Mm-hmm. I'm her only child. I'm the, how you say it, hair, whatever, of her business.
Yes.
You won't take that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to text nobody. I don't have to tell you what I have to do, what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you what I do with the money. That ain't none of your business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and at the end of the day, I did that.
Yeah, and she did.
Like, if you want to get real detailed, I'm the one that helped her to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm the one that showered her.
Yeah.
I'm the one that did the fundraiser. I'm the one that set up the tents by myself. I'm the one that cooked. I'm the one that wiped her ass. I'm the one that took her to her appointments. I'm the one that rushed her to the ER. Who did that? Mm-hmm. Even when I called on some people, oh, give me an update. No, your ass should be at the hospital. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that was robbing Peter to pay Paul to make sure my mom was good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be disrespectful now that she's gone, because I bet you wouldn't do that if she was here.
Yeah.
You know, and she's still here because I'm here. So she ain't going nowhere. Because people think, oh, okay.
10 times worse. Let me tell you.
So I say that. But respectfully, it's just going to be all love.
Yeah.
All love.
Okay, I love that. I love that for you. Okay. What makes you feel the most connected to your mom, Auntie Candace?
Well, I kind of got over, I don't really like, well, at first I didn't really like when people was like, oh my God, you look just like your mom. Like,
oh, that's irritating. Okay, we get it. We are Candace and the key and okay.
Okay.
We get it. Get it.
But I think that I look so much like her, and I have her personality, and that I have her spirit.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm most connected off of with her. And then my grandma, she's different, but she's like my mom. She's like my mom because her spirit.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel more. And then when I see people that I haven't seen in a long time, it's like, wow, like mom really touched all walks of life. Like,
from kids to she worked at schools.
Yeah.
And from older people. The
hairstylists now. And
look.
Yeah.
She's iconic.
That's how I feel connected. Yeah. Okay. That's how I feel connected with her.
Look.
And I think just the tattoos too. That's one thing I just like, damn.
That was her thing. If
look, James 1-3.
The tat vlogs were crazy, but
and plus her funny spirit. She was stupid.
She was funny. She was funny.
Stupid, like, with a big booty.
Anyways,
I pray my booty don't get that big, because that's outrageous. Like, if you know her, oh my God.
Oh my
you
God.
gotta straight up lift your booty to wipe your ass.
No facts. Lift a cheek or two. I'm like, jeez. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, describe a day in your life. Like, what is your life? What is your day to day
now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been focusing on my New Year's resolutions, focusing on routine, because everyone knows me. Like, I just be getting up and doing whatever, and sometimes it's just erratic.
Yeah.
But I try to, like, first thing, you know, everyone when they wake up and first open their eyes, they always go straight to their phone. Don't cap.
Yes.
You always
Psych 101. That is not it.
I made sure to have the Bible app hit me as soon as I wake up, and I read a scripture. Get that. I take out Dawn, then I feed her. I get dressed, and I take her out again. And then I just try to make sure I get everything in my backpack and all that. Go to work. Chilling with the kids. You know, doing that, going to work. I get off mid-afternoon, go home. I'm normally chilling if I don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Mind you, like, all my friends are really out of town. Like, the twins are in Texas. Mimi's in Atlanta.
We should have,
Anna's here, but Anna's working too. Like, you know, like, I'm just really
having friends long distance. It's not.
Yeah,
we love,
but like,
y'all,
you know, Mondays I have therapy, so I try to make sure I do that. I try to do Pilates.
Yes.
Pilates, getting the body ready. I do that on Saturdays. You know, I just at least after the work, I just try to do something different. I'm trying to cook more so I don't spend so much on food. It's just a really simple day. It's like someone really got to pull me out. Like, someone got to be like, Shai, let's do something. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask like 2 more questions. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
How do you keep your mom's memory alive or plan on keeping it alive? I know if you don't want to share all details, but
well, her oil, we gonna get that back in action late spring, so she left me the
Miss
recipe.
Twist emollient oil.
Yeah, Miss Trish emollient oil. Get that. Yeah. I want to have like a do something with her art around her birthday.
Yes,
I won't
let's get
disclose
into
really
that.
about that. Her art is crazy.
She was an artist.
So I want to get like prints and stuff because I don't want to really sell like all her canvases.
Yeah, make copies. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that. I started the Miss Twist Foundation, so we had our first walk actually a month after she passed. Probably too soon because the ending was just like, oh my.
We was missing out on that actually. Let's not giggle because I wasn't in none of them pictures.
Shout out to Layla and Malcolm. They took pictures of that moment. It was great. Everyone got the wristbands. I definitely want to sell these because, bro, like I said, everybody in town got these.
Look, I don't even know you, and you got my auntie name on your wrist. I love it.
Look, Jalen was wearing it during his when I went to go see him in Minnesota play. He was wearing it during warm up. Shane, come on, bro,
because it touched so many people.
Yeah, I think also too just showing love and supporting people.
Right.
I've been like I want to support more black owned brands. Like I supported Heart to Heart with B. Hayes. I supported Stay Sane when they did their pop up.
Yeah.
I met a girl who does press on nails. I think her name is like Neek something.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Wolf, Sheep's Clothing. That's what Jamil and them.
Yeah.
I just want to support people who support me.
Right.
That's what she did, and I want to do that because, like I said, like in order for you to have something in return, you got to put in the work.
Exactly.
And I'm back in school. I'm studying social work. I just want to, and I did the Christmas drive in the Miss Twist Foundation.
Yeah.
We helped 48 families, 48 kids, and that was just a blessing. And one thing that everyone knew about Mom, she put a lot of people before her, and that's a great thing, but that also can stress you out. Mm-hmm. And I just want to make sure I even the score. Mm-hmm. Worry about me, but also when I know, like I've been using, like I don't have the mental capacity to help you today.
Yeah.
I don't have the emotional capacity.
And it's okay to say no.
And that's being respectful because instead of me, if I'm not giving you my 100%, I'm cheating you anyway.
Yeah, so
I might as well tell you the truth and hit me on another time. But right now I can't do that for you.
Right. It's up to you if you understand that or not.
Yeah. So I think that's why, that's the plans right now. Just showing love.
I love that. I love it. So, okay. Yeah. Last question. What do you think Auntie Candace would tell you right now? What do you think your mom would tell you?
Shari, stop spending all that money. You spending too much money on food. What the
I was trying to get sentimental.
She used to call me a dumbass. You dumbass.
Yeah. Auntie Candace, that was how she showed love, though.
See? You're dumbass. You're just goofy. You're just real goofy at this point. Because why are you doing all that? And you're not supposed to be pressing your hair that many times because your curls just not going to come back. I don't care about all that Oplex.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Yeah.
You're acting like a buster right now.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's what she would. But she'd be like, I think she would be proud of me, though. Because that was one last conversation. She was just like, I'm really worried about you. Yeah. If like something happens to me, because she just knows how my mental is, and she's like, I'm just really worried about you, but I'm like literally the complete opposite. So I think she'll be proud of me and how I'm handling things.
I think she would too.
And I'm speaking up too. I'm speaking up more. So people are just like, oh, I think she'll be proud of me. For sure. But she would definitely tell me like, Shari, stop spending money. Cause but but like I said, I know I can't name everyone, but I thank you to everyone that's been checking on me. Mm-hmm. I thank you to everyone who just been giving me my space and understanding. Shout out, and honestly, as much as I don't want to treat them like celebrities, and I treat them like humans, shout out to the Seahawks, bro. Because when I mean they tap in with me,
they do.
They're like, really Shai, what's good? What you need? You need tickets to the game? You need this? You need something? Mm-hmm. How are you doing? Like, especially Ryan, Jay Reed just hit me up. Frank hit me. The twins, Shaquille and Shaquem. Like, DT be checking it. Like, shout out to them because she treated them like her sons.
Yeah.
And they check in on their little sister.
Oh, yeah.
Except for one. But, like, Shout out to them, and shout out to her clients overall, because her clients were like, Shai, how are you doing? Here's my number. I want to take you out to lunch. Like, they're really tapping in with me. They just didn't cut it off when she passed.
Because they know how much love she showed.
Yeah,
Shai.
yeah. And so you don't get that. And shout out to the village, man. The uncles and aunties been tough, for real.
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Ennis was so emotional when I gave him that chair. It was just a blessing to do that.
Yes. She did give the her styling seat to her.
Yeah.
The barber.
Because I'm like, he's a barber, and he went to school with her, and Uncle Rasan, rest in peace, Rip.
Yeah.
She wouldn't want that chair with anybody else, you know. And yeah, just shout out to everyone during this time. And like I said, just because it's 5 months, it's not over. Like I said, I have my days.
Trust.
You know, and
I'm surprised at how good we did today.
I know. Look, the
I'm
tears
proud of
you.
I'm proud.
The tissue was ready.
Like, really though. Like, you know? just it's actually crazy. Like, seeing,
it shows strength.
Seeing everybody, like, just not even you, just everybody in our family, how strong we've been throughout everything, and especially you.
At least for our family, we are taking the initiative to help. And lastly too, like, before I end this, like, it kind of also made me open up my eyes that people can't heal like I'm healing. So I can't pressure somebody to go to therapy. If something's working for you, then you do that. Like, even like, you know, like with Derek, like, I really want Derek to tap in. But Beaver, even with males, they handle it different. They don't really want to. They probably want to work and not talk about it. They want to make you laugh and not talk about it, or you know. And I gotta let them be.
Yeah, and that's fine. But you gotta talk to somebody.
You know. Also, another thing too, to the ones that was over here trying to tell me what to do with the funeral. I didn't like that. Yeah, because you remember people was trying to be like, oh, I want to talk at her funeral. Oh, well,
like,
why you not answering the call?
Who are you?
I said, if we let everybody and their mama talk at this funeral, it's gonna be a Aretha Franklin Part 2 funeral.
Look, it was packed up in there. You would have thought
we
like
would have been in there for 6 hours.
Oh yeah, it was so hot.
So
like,
she went out how she wanted. Everything from the arrangements, the people, the choir, the person who was singing. That's all Mom wanted.
Yeah. Shout out to Shani, everybody.
Yeah. William and Danelle and the choir and Pastor Witherspoon and Sister Laura texts me all the time. It's just all love, you know what I'm saying? And you know, to the ones who's watching that have not tapped in, don't hit me. Because I know what's happening. I know it's coming. Thank you
Y'all
for
heard
watching.
it, okay?
Tap that follow below. You know, give me another view, but don't hit me.
Yeah.
We 5 months too long, but it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Don't hit.
Like,
and if you felt offended, I'm not sorry.
I really don't care. I honestly, I don't care. I gotta do stuff for me now. If I gotta say what I'm feeling, and I'm gonna say that.
Hit the curve.
Thank you.
Like, whatever. But, you know, we gonna end it off. You know, we on all social platforms. Yes. You know, Pandora's still tripping this very day, which makes no sense, but we're on everything else.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if you want to watch the visual, make sure you hop on that YouTube.
Tap in.
You know, give me another view. Give me another follow. Try to make that coin. You know, the Shai Talk is officially back. You know,
I'm excited for you.
I would say sorry for my absence, but I think after watching this, you will understand why.
No.
Because I know a lot of people just like, I just was like that day, I was just like, sorry for the misunderstanding, but I have to pause it, you know, but, and I hope this touched somebody, you know.
Yeah. For
the young people, there's no shame in therapy. There's no shame in showing vulnerability or emotions. You know, take your mental health in that state.
Be angry. Go ahead and feel it.
Yeah.
Because, look, go to the rage room. We still have not done that.
We went to the paint room.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
But look, I need to break something. Yeah. But feel it, you know? So, don't be ashamed.
Thank you, Aniya, for coming. Help me out, you know, starting to back off.
You know I'm here for you.
You know, we are
always
2 episodes away from the season finale before we go to season 2. Got some great people for season 2, you know. But yeah, shout out to Layla, you know, the guru with the photos. Yes. Love her so much. You know, shout out to Jake, you know, behind the screen. You did. That's the broski.
Gang, gang.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll see y'all next time. It's a wrap. Bye.
Bye.